Do you ever meet those people who do that thing where they throw a slight shady remark towards you? Hear me, hear me. If somebody throws a slight, subtle, shady remark to you, they don't like you, okay? Take that little miniature incident as your sign to start planning your exit, okay? And I know you guys are probably going to think, okay, Mel, that's a little extreme. What are you talking about? I'm going to tell you. You guys know majority of my content, I'm like the queen when it comes to like human behavior and reading the deeper meaning behind what people do. No one who likes you as a person is going to throw miniature shady remarks. It's just not going to happen. Okay, people who truly honor and love you and respect you are not going to operate that way. They're not going to do that. People who do that are these cluster B personality types: narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, Machiavellian style people. These are people who inflict pain on others, right? So if you don't like someone, what do? You get the hell away from them. You stay away from them. If you don't if you don't, a normal person, someone with a normal mindset, normal, mentally stable humans, when they don't like someone, they stay away from them. Whether it's romantically, platonically, they're gonna get away from you. Cluster B personalities are not gonna do that.
If you don't resonate or align with my teachings, then my content is not for you. Avoid commenting, subscribing, or interacting. Instead, go to a page where you resonate. If you comment something foul, disrespectful, or like something foul or disrespectful, you will be blocked. I will also block you if you comment any contradictory to my message. I don't post for your agreement, so please think about that before you run and comment, I don't agree. Think about that. It doesn't matter. I post what I am led to post. Your agreement or okay was never needed. I don't need your permission. Let's get into it.
They're going to stick around while harboring hate and resentment in their heart towards you. They're going to punish you. There's always going to be instances where they punish you, right? What do I warn women about? Frenemies. A lot of women are hanging out and they don't like each other. And that's my sign that she's a narcissist and she's also a narcissist. You know that she doesn't like you, but you're hanging out with her. You don't like her, but you're hanging out with her. So it's like, okay, so it's two narcissistic women in a bond, right? And a lot of women, I hate to say it, are in these frenemy friendships because they're narcissists. They're narcissistic, sociopathic styled, Machiavellian mentality styled women, because people who are healthy and spiritually sane don't desire to be harmed by others. You're not gonna run in front of incoming traffic. That's the same thing when you stay connected to someone who doesn't like you. You're basically doing the same thing, but relationship style, which means what? You're not normal. Something's not normal because you don't like. You want to know how I know that someone doesn't take themselves seriously? They don't take life seriously? I know that somebody doesn't take life seriously when they throw shade and expect themselves to still be a part of my life. That's how I know someone doesn't take themselves seriously, or that's how I know someone hasn't been exposed to people who take themselves seriously. Because if you're going to throw a slight shade at me, I may not react to it. Majority of the time, I don't react to slight shade or mini shade. Shady remarks, I don't respond because I know that I'm going to reject your access. So that's going to be your punishment, right? You're just never going to be able to talk to me again. That's how I'm going to punish you, by removing myself from you. That will be your punishment, right? Because those type of people who throw shade like at you, people who keep people around them that they don't like tend to be the narcissistic, sociopathic cluster of personalities. And those people develop obsessions with people too. So by rejecting them, they're going to spiral out of control, knowing they can never speak to you again, right? So that's how I punish that person. By when they throw the slight shade, I'm like, I act like I don't hear it. I look around. I keep sipping on my orange juice. I'm like, so what do you think about that? And I ignore it because I know that by the time I leave that location, that will be the last time you see me face to face. Because I'm done with you. That's going to be your punishment. And I'm going to teach you to not keep people around you that you don't like. Because anybody that is throwing shade at you secretly is harboring resentment towards you. A lot of my content and teachings is based on human behavior. I know human behavior very well. So I personally would never say anything shady or do anything shady to people I love or care about. Like, why do I want to make you feel bad? Like, why do I want to pick at you? That's weird. I love you. And if I have something that I want to tell the person, I'll tell them directly with love because they're important to me and I care about them. But a lot of people don't put weight on their bonds. A lot of people don't really value connection because they don't value themselves, right? So when you don't value yourself, you keep a whole bunch of people around you, even people you don't like, because you don't value yourself. But when you value yourself as a person, it is an honor to be connected to you, right? And you treat your relationships as such. So those kind of people are in la la land, in my opinion, because they think everybody's the same, right? So when someone encounters me, whether it's friendship, business, whatever, and you throw a slight shade, I'm like, okay, so this is the personality type. This is the kind of person that fits in that cluster B personalities. And this is the type of person that keeps people around them that they secretly hold resentment towards. That means you're a bad person, right? That's the difference between bad people and good people. Good people stay away from people they don't like because they know when you don't like someone, you're not going to be able to treat them well, right? So good people, we reject people we don't like. We don't want you around us because we want good vibes, right? We treat the people that we love with kindness and care. So if we don't like you, we're not going to have you around us because good people don't go around treating people like trash. But bad people, cluster B personalities, narcissistic women and men, sociopaths. A lot of women are in frenemies. I hate to say it. You guys know how I feel about female friendship. A lot of women are in these frenemy friendships. These are the people who are cluster B personalities and they keep people around them that they have hidden resentment towards. That is a bad person because that means that you are going to be inflicting pain and sorrow and emotional injuries on an individual when you can easily just stop hanging out with them, right? But you want to hang out with them because you want to hurt them. You're a bad person, okay? I do not hang around people that I don't like. Therefore, if somebody throws a slight shade at me, I know I'm dealing with a cluster B personality. Narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic, sadistic, Machiavellian styled people. Men and women can fall under this umbrella. There's a narcissist, they're everywhere. They're all over the globe. You don't have to be like in a mental asylum to be a psychopath. Your boss can be a psychopath, right? I get away from that person. And I stay away from that person because I take my life seriously. I take myself seriously. There's no one in my life who doesn't like me because once I catch it, I get rid of the person. There's no one around me who doesn't like me. Everybody who is connected to me loves me. And the minute I spot that you secretly are harboring resentment towards me, I will get you out of here, okay? Because that type of personality doesn't fit my vibe. It's all good vibes with people that are connected to me because I love them, they love me. That's how healthy, functioning humans should operate. But cluster B personalities are the men and women who do these frenemies, who marry spouses they don't really like, who date girls and guys they don't like, so they can be mean to them because they're bad people. They're a bad person.
You have to be willing to weaponize your masculinity as a woman. Masculinity is not bad. Masculine energy is not bad. I don't know why people keep saying that. Masculine energy is the ability to reach a goal. Masculinity is what? Goal-oriented, structurally, orderly, being able to show up on time's precision, logic, rationality. Nothing about that is bad. So with the October spooky season coming around and holiday season, make sure you guys are okay being the villain. Yes, villainhood is a real thing, and that's what this class is going to talk about. We are going to speak on the characteristic traits and approaches you have to take when you are no longer living your life to be accepted and validated by people while accepting their bad behavior. Sometimes being the protector in your book looks like being a villain in another person's book. It's all a psychological mind game. If you don't choose yourself, if you don't choose your happiness, if you are not unapologetically you and winning without feeling apologetic about it, guess what? People are going to view you as a villain. But if you already walk in villainhood, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is going to be a good class, especially in conjunction with weaponizing your masculinity. You have to get comfortable with being viewed as a villain. You need a strong mental mind to accept people villainizing you because you are being and doing your best.